In 1956, a canal in Egypt became the stage for a global power reckoning. Guns were fired, alliances shattered, and a centuries-old empire faced the final truth. The Suez Canal, a 120-mile waterway that connected the east to the west and ran straight through the heart of global trade. For over 80 years, Britain controlled it, but one bold move by Egypt's president would turn it into a geopolitical time bomb. Britain destroyed its own empire in 6 days during the Suez Crisis, and most people don't realize this was the exact moment America became the world's only superpower. October 1956, Egypt's President Nasser nationalized the Suez Canal, which carried 10% of global trade and most of Europe's oil. Britain's Prime Minister Eden lost his mind. He saw this as Egypt stealing British property and decided to show the world that Britain was still the empire it used to be. To British Prime Minister Anthony Eden, Nasser wasn't just a threat, he was the next Hitler. And Eden was determined not to appease a dictator again. Here's where it gets insane. In secret, Britain, France, and Israel hatched a plan. Israel would invade Egypt. Britain and France would then intervene as peacekeepers and retake the canal. It was colonial theater disguised as diplomacy. On October 29, 1956, the plan was set in motion. Israeli forces stormed Sinai. British and French bombers followed. Egypt resisted fiercely, but this wasn't 1900. The British Empire was fading, and so was British influence. The United States, furious at being kept in the dark, demanded an immediate withdrawal. The Soviet Union threatened retaliation. The world said, "Stop." Then President Eisenhower made one phone call that ended 300 years of British global dominance. He told Eden that if British forces didn't withdraw immediately, America would crash the British pound by selling all their sterling reserves. Britain would face complete economic collapse within weeks. Eden, under pressure, had no choice. Eden caved, troops withdrew, the mission collapsed. Within months, within 2 years, Eden resigned in disgrace. British forces retreated in humiliation while the entire world watched. The message was crystal clear: Britain could no longer act without American permission. Nasser emerged triumphant. Egypt kept the canal. And the myth of British global power was gone. The Suez Crisis wasn't just a failed war, it was the moment Britain realized it no longer called the shots. The sun hadn't just set on the British Empire, it had fallen into the sea.